It's Saturday, October 31st. It's about 7:30 right now. We're sitting right here really close to where this big buck beds. I've seen him several times in here, just hasn't been close enough to get a shot. It's really cold this morning, it's 28 degrees. They should be up on their feet, so hopefully something comes this way. I'll shoot a big doe too if it comes in. I'm not going to be real picky. I think there might be some deer up over here, about 100 yards out. I keep hearing some stuff break, but I don't see them yet. Just sit here and see what happens.
Alright guys, so I didn't film a whole lot of audio of myself explaining what was going on throughout the day. I apologize. So what's going on here is this buck, I spotted him out there. He's probably 250, 300 yards away from me. And I actually saw him bed down. So I got my stuff together and I went to put a spot and stock on him. When I got up to where I saw him bed down, he wasn't there anymore. I didn't see him spook, so I don't know. He must have saw me or he just moved. I didn't see him. So after this, I went back to my truck. It's a bit of a story here. I had 4 trail cameras in a tree stand stolen from me. I went back to my truck and I got a new tree stand out. I got 2 new cameras, and I went to the location where my stuff was stolen. I hung a new stand. I hung the trail cameras back up. Then I went out to my camp, did a little bit of work, came back, and I climbed up in my tree stand about 3:45, and we'll start playing videos as soon as I got up in my stand. Alright, so here we are. Just got up in the stand I had just hung up there around lunchtime. Got up in the stand and I was in here for no more than 10 minutes, and a group of 5 or 6 does came flying past me running, and I wasn't sure what spooked them, and then all of a sudden, it was 30 seconds later, this little spiky, little Y buck, whatever you want to call him, came walking up through, grunting right on the trail those does went up through. So he was chasing the does up through. I thought that was pretty funny. Alright, so it was probably half an hour or so, maybe a little longer after those group of doe ran past from that buck chasing them. And I was sitting here and I look up. The whole reason there's tree stands right here is there's this old trail that comes down, and these 3 doe popped out right on that trail. They were walking right down to me. And at one point I actually went full draw on that doe at 30 yards, and she was right behind it. I could see her perfectly fine, but from my camera, she was right behind the tree. So I let my bow down, and when I let my bow down, she had actually saw me, and she looked at me, and then they went off into the brush, and they ended up coming back out, ended up getting a shot. So I'll let you guys see what happens. Alright, so right here, right before she goes behind the tree, I went full draw, and she walked behind the tree on full draw, and then I look at my camera, and I saw that you couldn't see her in the viewing screen because, of course, this only tree in the way is completely blocking the view. So when I let my bow down, she kind of looks at me. You'll see her stomping and knows something's up, but she didn't spook hardcore. She just saw me a little bit, didn't like it, and they went up into the brush. going full draw on her again as she's going up into the brush here. I end up letting down, just didn't give me the shot I wanted. Alright, so she just came back out of the brush with the other deer following her. They end up walking down here. It was about between 30 and 32 yards. And I took a shot. You'll see I hit her high. If you pause the video, as soon as you hear my bow go off and you can see my arrow, you can see how much she has dropped. Now that's no excuse, but it's just pretty crazy to see how much a deer can actually drop by the time your arrow gets there. In a row I've done that too, and there's not really any excuse for it. I don't know what happened. I thought everything was perfect. It was 32 yards. Maybe she ducked. I gotta watch back and look. Maybe it was me. It was probably me. But that's not how I wanted it to go. But I climbed down real quick to make sure she was dead. Got up there, and by the time I got to her, she was already dead. So she died quick still, but I hate to see that. But we got me for the freezer, baby.
sit here and wait till dark. There's a big buck that's been working around through here. He's got a big scrape right down here, like literally right below me. We're gonna hope he comes up and checks that tonight. See what happens.
So I'm sitting here recording this doe. She's standing about 10 yards from the doe I had just shot. And I catch a glance of something up above right where this doe came out, and I look up and all I can see was the rack of this buck underneath these tree branches.
No way. No way. I just smoked the Big Ten. I've been seeing him all year. I think I just smoked him and heard him crash. Hell yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That is an absolute bruiser.
Alright, here's the arrow. Completely covered in blood. Pass through. I think the old slick trick did him in. Got blood right here at the shot. Alright, again, I got so excited I couldn't even remember that I should still be filming. So I cut the camera off and waited till dark. My brother got there and we got down and started trying to blood trail the deer. I shot him literally almost the same exact spot. See all these things right down there. There's some blood. It's a long
lung.
He's opening up, awesome. Keep going. Is look at that thing. Look at that.
Holy night.
Oh my God. Thank you, Lord.
PA bruiser there.
I've had pictures of this deer since he was in velvet. I've had 3 or 4
Turkeys flying.
3 or 4 encounters with him. And it all finally all came together tonight.
How many illegal points?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
At least. I think some of those little spikes up front would count. Look at that, you got that kicker off the front.
Oh my God.
It's a big boy. Old boy too.
I just shot that doe like half an hour before he came out. And I was really starting to question my shooting. I spined the last 2 deer I shot with my bow. I spined. I don't know why. It's obviously something I'm doing wrong. And he came out, and I think it's because I'm not turning at my waist when I'm in the tree stand, but I actually turned my sight up a click, so it was shooting a little bit lower than what I was. And he came out and was literally standing in the same spot I shot the doe, like a foot or 2 from where I shot. It's 30 yards on the dime, and I absolutely pinwheeled him. This is the exit. He was quartering a little bit, so the entrance is going to be, it's going to be on the money. Oh my God.
It's a tank. His head is huge.
He came in grunting. He was with 2 other does grunting up a storm.
That's what it's all about there.
That's why we do this right here. That thing is, he's easily, oh my, that's like he's over 200 pounds, tell you that right quick. Dude.
Yeah.
Well, here they are. I couldn't ask for a better night in the woods. Shot the doe. About 20 minutes later, he was actually, my brother was walking up the trail, Ethan, walking up the trail. I texted him wait because there was more deer coming out, and he stopped down there. And sure enough, 2 doe came out, and then this big boy came out right behind him. Truly blessed to be a hunter in Pennsylvania.
Both big deer, big quality deer. This doe, I mean this buck, I don't know if the video does it justice, but look at that head compared to his head. And this doe, they're both big quality PA deer here.
I couldn't ask for anything more.
Turn him a little bit. You got points, got some snot all around the base on him, both sides.
I think he's got 13 legal, I believe. Alright, well, we got some work to do, so
try and get him out of here, and
let's get him out.
the fun part starts.